What's up, beer lovers? I am super excited to share with you tonight's beer. This is Pliny the Elder. This beer is somewhat rare, especially for me. I live in Ohio and I can't get this beer. It's a virtual impossibility for me to get this beer. They just don't distribute here, and they distribute to so few places in this country. Most people find this beer incredibly hard to get. Thanks to a new best friend of mine in California, I got some. So thank you very much. Anyway, this beer has been on my bucket list of beers. I have wanted to try this beer forever and a day. It is a top-of-the-line, world-class beer. It currently is number 5 on Beer Advocate's Top 100. It has a 100 rating there, and the bros agree and also give it a 100 rating. So it's as good as it's going to get. It's made by Russian River, and they're in Santa Rosa, California. There's a few other pockets in this world that you can get this beer. One of the biggest complaints from anybody that's ever tasted this beer, and I haven't as of yet, is that unless it's fresh, it's no good. And there's a lot of dry hopping to at least the clone recipes for this beer, so I can understand that. But my new best friend in California hooked me up with a bottle that was bottled on 12/27/2012. I don't know if you can see it. So this is a very fresh Pliny. Today is the 16th of January 2013. Anyway, I am so excited to try this beer. I can't wait to crack it open and see what I think. I hope it's worth everything I've heard about it. And it really is that good. It pours to a very, very nice, maybe inch-and-a-half head. I'm sorry, so you can see it, not just me. It is a very nice, light, golden color, maybe straw even, very light, nicely carbonated. Head seems to be hanging on, and there definitely laces in the glass. I can't wait to try this. Definitely a nice hop aroma. I mean, it's just pervasive with hops. And the sense of hops are some pine, along with some of the citrusy notes, maybe even a little pineapple, apricot. Definitely a nice mix of different hop aromas, not just bombarded with one single hop. It smells as if they've used several hops in their dry hopping process across a small spectrum of, pine, citrus. I believe their website says they use Simcoe, Amarillo, CTZ, which is Columbus, Tom Hawker Zeus. They're all the same. And one other one, too, that is escaping me at the moment. But definitely smells nice. There's even a hint of a malty note right behind the hops, but it's very, you got to take a good whiff to get to that. So anyway, let's taste it. It is incredibly smooth. It's well balanced. It's got a very nice mouthfeel that is really smooth. And then the bitterings there, and it's well balanced. It's a damn good IPA. This is one of those beers that is really, really good. And if you had local access to it, it would probably be one of your go-tos. For me, it's a special treat. And I'm going to enjoy it. So I'm going to leave you be. If you ever get a chance to try Pliny, boy, don't pass it up. Very special treat for a guy in Ohio like me. And I'm going to go now and just enjoy the rest of this. All right, I wanted to come back with my final thoughts on Pliny the Elder. I mean, one of the things, if you saw my video, the year in review, I wanted to stop this year and enjoy beers. And this one was one I debated on reviewing or not. It's so special, I wanted to share it with you. But on the other token, it's so special, I wanted to hoard it for myself. But I got a little bit of both there. I stopped and gave you my initial taste. Now, upon my final tasting, I'm almost done with my little glass here. I split the other half of the bottle with my wife. I guess for me, in Ohio, where I have a wealth, and I've had a wealth of absolutely top-notch IPAs. I guess at my first tasting, I expected a little bit more from Pliny. I expected him to be impossibly better than some of the other world-class IPAs I've had, and it's not. Frankly, it's not. It's right in there with them, and it's going to be a matter of preference. I mean, if you're talking fatheads and anything up on the list with the world-class Sculpin, Flower Power, any of my favorite IPAs, they're all equally good in different ways. And the more I drank of the Pliny, I did start to see why maybe some people would rank it just a little bit better than some of those other ones. It is incredibly smooth. It's got a beautiful bittering to it, and it is 8%, but you never notice either one of those other than in flavor. It's never harsh to swallow. It goes down like silk every time, and that's something to be said for it, and maybe that's why it's so good. But anyway, should you step over your grandma to get a Pliny, I guess that depends on what you have access to. If you've got access to other world-class IPAs and you find a couple that you really like, I mean, I'm not going to tell you to turn down an opportunity to try it. Pliny, that is. But go to extreme measures to get it? Probably not. Have a good night.